Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Free Court here in Pullman, Washington for the second to last game of the round of 64 as we have 9 seed UCLA almost ready to go up against 8 seed Virginia for the right to play Creighton in the round of 32. Hello everybody, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Commissioner Daniel here, and I, for right now, am alone just because Coach Franks is dealing with some microphone issues, unfortunately. It's tough. I've been there, done that before. It's not a fun time dealing with technical difficulties, but you know, when you have them, you got to deal with them. And sometimes it's got to be head on. But with that said, I have to carry on regardless, and I would like to present to everybody how these two teams stack up against each other. Man, talk about teams that have done a lot of work in regards to proving that they're capable of beating the top dogs. I'll start with UCLA real quick. They have some quality wins, you know, in their resume, most notably against Washington. Now I know that the Huskies are out of the tournament, but still, Washington was viewed as one of the premier teams of this season, and they did beat them. And I'm trying to remember who else they took down, but they've had some pretty solid wins. But Virginia takes that to another level, and fortunately, I don't think my partner here has his mic working or his headphones on. I'm not sure. Would love to know if he does, but either way, I'll talk about it in just a second as we are live here from Pullman, Washington. Now, I was just gonna say, because Virginia has taken down some dangerous dogs this season. Oregon's one of those teams. I can't remember the others, but y'all can see him on the Instagram. Starting lines for UCLA's own Dre Delgado in the backcourt for the Bruins, Luka Romanovsky, Randy Pitts, and Julius Mexi in the frontcourt for the Bruins. Now you got Duke Dean, Anti, Berkshire. The Virginia's backcourt is Kyle Jennings, King Mock, and Nick Townsend in the frontcourt for the Cavaliers. And compared to the last two games that we have seen, this could feel a whole lot different. Mock and Pitts meet in the middle, and it's going to be UCLA that starts us off. Randy Pitts transferred over from McNeese State. For those that remember when the Cowboys squared off against Michigan State to open this round, Randy Pitts showed how talented he really is, and his jump shot was coined the Ginger Jumper by Coach Moore when he was on commentary, but the first shot for UCLA does not go in, and it's a much different Virginia team compared to last season. 4 of 5 starters left for the LBA after graduating. Rebounded there by Mexi. And it's a different looking team. It definitely is. And it'll be interesting to see how they go about things. And UCLA back in the tournament after 2 seasons of being away. There you go, Rob Jones, the graduate transfer from Auburn, hitting the first shot of the game for either team. Here's Duke Dean, who transferred over from Bradley, was a longtime starter for the Braves, part of that run to the round of 32 last season for them. He has experience in March Madness, but Virginia still scoreless at the moment. Here's Jones wanting to work in. Thought about driving in twice. 3 times is the charm. And 1. How about it by Rob Jones? What a play. And Kyle Jennings was the unfortunate soul that picked up the foul there. This guy never really had an opportunity to flash his abilities on a, how do I say it, in a major role type of situation for Auburn. Finally, he's been able to do it for UCLA, and man, has he flourished. Quick 5-0 start here for the Bruins in this game. Here's Kyle Jennings, transferred over from LSU over the offseason, feeds it to Townsend and draws the foul on Romanovsky. These teams are just full of transfers. Like right there, Nick Townsend, he transferred over from Yale. And the guy that he drew the foul on, Luka Romanovsky, grad transferred from Wisconsin. First free throw goes for Townsend. In this game, it's going to be very interesting to see who wins the physical battle. And that might really set the tempo here. Who can out-physical the other? Jones over to Romanovsky. Pops that shot, does not go. Romanovsky is a talented shooter, and he showed how capable he is of being a star at Wisconsin, but ultimately things just fell out of favor for him in his senior season, and he wanted to get himself one more season of being a starter. Certainly did so. What a jumper right there by Kyle Jennings. Bounce pass over. Romanovsky tries again. Can't get it to go that time either. I'll leave the Discord function on just in case somebody pops in with a working mic. Jennings in the corner for King Mock. Bounce pass in. Jennings, 2-ball. Spins out on him. Jennings is also another player that never really got a chance to show what he's capable of. Transferred over from LSU in search of an opportunity to start. So, many guys here that just couldn't cut it at the original team. Jones just pulls up a 3, almost hits it. Jeez. Played around a little too much with the ball in the corner there. Set himself up a little poorly, and Julius Mexi picks up the foul there on Townsend. More free throws coming for the former Yale Bulldog. We're transferred over from a couple off seasons ago, but still, it's notable because this is Nick Townsend's first season as a starter. This is the free throw that time, Mr. Townsend. I'm gonna just get my charger here. Here we go. I think beneficial if my main can get charged up here. Look at UCLA handling the pressure here. Now, look at Rob Jones working in, and he gets it in. Plus the foul. This Rob Jones guy is uber talented. Uber schmooper duper talented. He's flashing the abilities in this game early on as well. 8-5 UCLA. Go. Finally getting connected here. And Luka Romanovsky called for the second foul. Or that's his second foul, so he's got to go sit early. That's not cool. Well, and the game enters a true freshman for UCLA. And I'm not kidding when I read off his name. It is real. Le Vanilla. Yeah, we're gonna need to make sure that that birth certificate says that, because I don't think that's true. Anyways, Duke Dean hits the first free throw, and he gets the second one too. So, pressure being handled here by UCLA. Great way to do it. Pitts bounces off a man, wants to work in, gives it, and Vanilla turns it over. Duke Dean picks it up, Mr. 5'8" himself, and gets absolutely swatted by Vanilla. Terrible take by him. Now Mexi working in. Look at the moves by him. Julius Mexi with the deuce. Now they give it to Kyle Jennings, top of the key. He is capable of stretching the floor. He's a big winger. Big forward more so. 3-ball, got it. The little big man, Duke Dean, hits that. And we're tied at 10. Over to Vanilla, drives in. What a dunk! Thunderous dunk by Vanilla. And understanding that what this name is really should be or could be, resembles a lot of that player. Another 3-ball for Virginia and gets it again. That time it was King Mock. What a shot. What a shot by King Mock. There's Dre Delgado. Now a 2-year starter at UCLA, but before that was at USF. Oh, what a 3-ball right there. That's Julius Mexi hitting it. Dean over to Jennings. He pulls up from 3 and gets it, and all of a sudden, we're having a 3-point contest. Or 3-point shooting contest, more so. Jones at the top of the key. Switches it over. Vanilla over Mexi. Back to Jones. Over in the corner for Delgado. Tries to kick it in. Almost turned over. And Jones luckily gets the ball and makes Nick Townsend commit his second foul. So that's a starter down for Virginia now for the rest of the half, as Bane Wilcox will now have to step in for him. Sophomore. Bane Wilcox is the only non-senior on this Virginia squad. So Virginia once again has to undergo a massive transformation over the offseason. Rob Jones gets his first free throw of this trip. And Jones gets it in. Completes the trip successfully. Back and forth we go. Dean's in trouble, but he gets rid of it. Over to Mock. Mock almost gets doubled there. Wilcox over to Brookshire. Misses the jumper. Brookshire, who graduate transferred from Iona, has taken over an important spot for Virginia. What a play there by Randy Pitts. Big ol' Randy, the ginger jumper, is back in March. Dean pulls up from 3. It's off, and it's rebounded by Mexi. Delgado back on the move for the Bruins. Jones with another 3. No, couldn't get it that time. That's a guy you certainly put your trust in. His shot-making ability is elite. Adams to Brookshire. That time he gets it. What a shot. Brookshire performed so well over the regular season for Virginia that I felt inclined to name him one of the 10 best players in the West region. Pass inside. Delgado falls short. Somehow grabs his own rebound and puts it in. Not a score first guard by any means necessary. Delgado is there to really just facilitate the play, but when you can get points out of him, it's always a bonus. A 3-pointer again for West Virginia, and it doesn't go. I think that was Mock that tried to go for it. And what a 2-ball right there by Randy Pitts. Back and forth we go. What a pass into Wilcox. He can't get that one to fall. And a great bounce pass into Pitts, and one. What a finish. And Wilcox picks up the foul. Now in the game are a few substitutions. Jones and Mexi come out the game. So I think Quintisha is now in this one. I'm not sure who else. It's General Slushy is now in this game. Used to be a starter for the Bruins. And, oh my gosh, they called Vanilla for the blocking foul. Well then. Virginia going to play on even though UCLA has had an 11-2 run as they turn it over. Slushy picks it off to Quintisha, draws the foul. Wilcox already picked up his second. So that's going to bring in Key and Scroggins. They're down to their third-string power forward. And R.J. Adams is back in the game too as King Mock exits. Rest purposes. Virginia's already in the hole though, with UCLA putting the pressure on. Good free throw by Quintisha. We are just about halfway through this opening half, and UCLA extends their lead to 10 points. And more pressure here by Dean as he just rockets that one, and they connected, but they called the timeout. I understand calling the timeout, but you had an open shot right there. I feel like Virginia should have put that one up. Well, it is what it is. So now the Cavaliers got to talk things over. A great opening half so far for the Bruins. They're looking sharp to start things out. Of course, you can never count out a team like Virginia. Even though their March Madness success over the past 4 seasons has been subpar, to say the least. They haven't made it out of the round of 64 in over 4 seasons. In over 4 seasons. If they fail again, that'll be 5 straight seasons of losing in the round of 64. But foul and 1. I think that was Scroggins. And that right there is on Kentisha. Already changes made, slushing Kentisha out the game. And sorry, that's not Scroggins, that's Devin Miller. Excuse me. But he misses the free throw. What was I saying here? Yeah, last time Virginia... Oh, another foul. And 1 again. Mexi this time. We are whistle happy here in Pullman, Washington. Explosive start here for UCLA. On pace for just about 60 points in this half. As Mexi hits the free throw. But again, I want to finish the sentence. Dang, guys. Let me do it. Last time Virginia made it out of the round of 64 was in 2030. It's been over 5 years. What a block. Brookshire stood no chance. Now here's Mr. Rob Jones. Robbie, whatever you want to call him. He gets the job done either way. Now here's Vanilla. Bounce pass in. Mexi to Jones. Jones gives it up. Look at this in-rim passing. 3 ball. No, I think that was Delgado that tried to put it up. No go. Either him or Kenny. I can't really tell who it is. And oh, what a shot. That was a 3 ball by Brookshire. Delgado to Jones. Doubled. Gives it up. Back to him. They're playing hot potato with the ball. Back to Delgado. He's blocked. Recollects his own miscue and drives in for the layup. Chaotic sequence right there that somehow ends up with UCLA putting points on the board. Another 3, this time no, and Pitts collects the rebound. Bounce pass in. Through the contact. No, and no whistle either for Mexi. Brookshire, pass in. Jennings gets it up and in. These teams are getting at it. Here's Vanilla. Wants to drive in, bounce pass. Jones contested 2. Heavily contested, doesn't make it. Now Jennings and Virginia back to work. Inside pass to Jennings, he's doubled. Switches it up, but it's tipped away. It'll still stay with Virginia on this end, though. I'd say it's off of Pitts. But here's Rob Jones. Undoubtedly the MVP of this game up to this point. Big play after big play after big play. 2 and 1s already converted in this game by this guy. And a 3-pointer hit as well. Dean with the deep shot. No. Oh, what a rebound, but blocked. Jennings is right there for the third attempt. And what a dunk. And it's tipped away. He wanted Vanilla, but he was draped. Pitts. What a pass into Vanilla, and what a dunk. Vanilla is a dunking machine. Pass inside. Mock. Fadeaway two connects. What a shot. A little under 5 minutes to go in the first half. These two teams have made this game fun to watch. Mexi drives in and slams it home. Lackluster defense there by Virginia. And what's up, Bozo? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in, brother. Now Brookshire, top of the key, switches it up to Miller. And two ball by Brookshire does not go. Bruins now operating here. Delgado wants to work in. He does. Little two ball. He got it. Look at Delgado go. Never really been his game to score, but he has grown as a player. Post it away, but still Virginia ball. And couldn't get the finish there. But King Mock gets free throws. And I'm not sure who that's on. By the looks of it, maybe Mexi. Because it was either him or Randy Pitts. Johnny Juzang's program. Either him or Jaime Jaquez. You could even make a case for Tiger Campbell. But those three for sure. Successful free throw trip here for King Mock. An 8-point difference. UCLA still leads significantly. Delgado handles the pressure well. Here's Kentisha. Big dude at 7'2". Vanilla just puts up a two ball and hits it. The freshman performing well so far in this one. And what a pass. Kick out to Brookshire. And Dean, the hook shot goes. 5'8", by the way. That's how short that man is. The teams are so cold, even Amari Bailey. It's a shame he didn't stay for one more season. Oh my gosh! Trey Delgado can dunk? What? That's crazy. That's unbelievable. That's tipped away from Miller. And there's Billiam Holt, who's beside himself with his team's defensive performance so far. Ari Bailey did have that one cold moment against Gonzaga, and then Strother just completely erased it. Virginia trying to get back on track offensively. That's not going to do it. Less than 3 minutes to go in this first half. General Slushy, alley-oop. But it's off the mark. It was a great attempt right there between him and Randy Pitts, but they couldn't get it to fall down. Now, going back to work. Dean pulls up from three. No, when it's rebounded by Pitts. Man, UCLA has looked pretty good. That's a three ball. Oh my gosh. That lucky ass half court shot, bro. I thought UCLA going to the Final Four. If it wasn't for that, they were. Well, I mean, I don't know. UConn was just inevitable that season. But still. Yeah. Bounce pass in. Two ball is knocked away by Kentisha. Settle down, Devin Miller. But I remember that finish. I watched it live. Mari Bailey hit that shot. I'm like, yo, UCLA got it, and then Strother, dude. My gosh. Here's Devin Miller at the free throw line. He gets the first one. Hey, Bozo, you know you can talk hoops with me. I know ball. I know ball for college hoops. I live it and breathe it. Here's Pitts. He gets stripped. Loses the handle on it, and Virginia now on the break. Tries to force it into the paint. Scroggins wasn't ready. And they just give the ball right back to UCLA. It was a bank too. I was so mad. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That was nuts. Oh, tipped away. Pitt still has it. Deep two. No. And Delgado somehow gets the board and puts it in. How? Nearing a minute left in this first half, UCLA has played tremendous basketball up to this point. Some flaws here and there, but for the most part have executed pretty well. Brookshire can't get that two to fall. Virginia, though, is struggling here. Here we go. Final minute of the first half. Here's Slushy trying to drive in, kicks it out to Jones. Over to, not sure who that is. I think that's Ryan. Oh, that's Bobby Simons. Bobby Simons, the transfer from Cincinnati. He couldn't get that one to go. Pass inside. Oh, what a block on Devin Miller. But what a recovery, though, by Duke Dean. And shot clock is off. Wait, Boza, are you like a UCLA fan at heart? I think you are, but I don't know. Missed three, though, there by Bruins. Here we go. 12 seconds left in the half. Loads up a two. Miller got it. There's a chance here for UCLA, but Delgado's just dribbling this thing down the court so slow. They got to host up a shot. Corner three goes in time, but doesn't fall through. And so, UCLA held a double-digit lead, but lost it. They still lead by 9, but a little bit of a surge there by Virginia to close the first half. This has been a fun one to watch so far. Here we go, halftime statistics. Yeah, UCLA is shooting well above what Virginia is shooting. And the bench scoring has definitely been there for both teams, but UCLA getting a lot of production, mainly from Lay Vanilla, the freshman, who scored 9 points off the bench. But Virginia shot it well from three. Meanwhile, UCLA, a little bit of a struggles there. 20% versus 44. So here we go. The Cavaliers start with the ball here now. Again, whoever wins this game goes on to play Creighton. Feed inside. Two ball for Mock. Does not fall. And it's rebounded by, looks like, Luka Romanovsky, who's finally back in this game after getting into real early foul trouble in the first half. I don't know where those two were going. It looked like two JaVale McGee's on the court right there. If you know, you know. Pass in, Delgado deep two, got it. Dre Delgado is stepping up as a scorer. I cannot believe my eyes. And here's Duke Dean. Over to Brookshire. Two ball. Got it. Virginia's going to need Brookshire to step it up in the second half. They want to win this game. They need him to get going. Romanovsky gets the feed. Tries to pass it in. Instead, it falls into the hands of Randy Pitts, and he gets the two ball. Now Dean at the logo. Waiting for something to develop. Not much movement off the ball. Kyle Jennings, there he is, though. Pass inside. Mock gets the two ball. Delgado over to Jones. He had a hot start, but pulled off a little bit. Romanovsky three ball, no. It's been a hard time for Romanovsky to find a groove in this game, but understandably so. He has been on the bench for majority of it. Not his fault, though. Brookshire, 3-ball. Off the mark, and it's rebounded by Mexi, who also had to go sit for the remainder of the half due to foul trouble, but he played majority of the first half. Jackson Full MVP JaVale McGee. You know it, brother. You know it. Jones rifles at Delgado, 2-ball, no. Off balance that time. Now Brookshire. Over to Mock at the top of the key. He's capable of hitting that deep shot over to Dean. He's hit a couple himself. Townsend, 2-ball, no. And that's another guy that didn't really play much in the first half because of foul trouble. Both of these teams were at the free throw line very frequently. Delgado trying to work in. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He should just pass it. Instead, he backs up. Again, trying to go to work solo. And no way. Oh my gosh. We have a wizard on our hands. We have a wizard on our hands. That's a crazy take, and it's tipped away by Randy Pitts. Dre Delgado is one slippery son of a gun. I can't believe he was able to get through. I thought no chance. Now here's Jones. Feed inside, and Romanovsky finally gets his first points on a good dunk. The Bruins looking good in this one. Still a lot of time, though, to turn the tides if you're Virginia. Brookshire, 2-ball. Got it. They were scoreless for the last 2 minutes, but what was it, like 2 minutes and 1 second? Curse of the graphic, I guess. Or it's like a reverse curse, I don't know. Here's Delgado again. I don't know how he's been doing what he's doing. Another 3-ball. Got it. This time Romanovsky connects. Dean and the Cavaliers seemingly slowly losing their grip on staying close with UCLA. King Mock misses the shot. Been great play so far by UCLA. Pitts, oh, unlucky miss on the mid-range shot. Here's Jennings. He's going to find Brookshire. Over to Dean. Dean, that's a deep 2. Got it. Oh, and he drew the foul as well on Delgado. What a take. Let's see. I got a second screen right here rolling for me, and it's hard to tell from here. Yeah, not sure, but I guess we'll say it's a good call, just because I can't really see. I know I can pull up the replay, but right now this game is a little bit too far away from Virginia for me to do all that. UCLA's in a little bit of trouble here, and they turn it over. Delgado steps too far back. They were close to a backcourt violation, and instead get called for the half-court violation. Oh, deep pass in. Brookshire was in the corner. Mock chucks up a 3. It's off. And Delgado recovers. Here's Romanovsky doubled. Gives it up to Delgado. And again, has found ways to score in this game. Delgado, Rob Jones, corner 3. No. Rebounded there by Jennings. Over to Duke Dean, wide open 3, can't get it to go, and Jones rebounds. That was a wide open look. Romanovsky with the 3 of his own this time, and he misses as well. And this time we get a proper stoppage to play as the ball goes out of bounds. Even with some of those misses, this game has been oddly fun. Dean rolling around. Over to Mock. Mock gets a free 2 as Pitts decides to just not contest that attempt. Sometimes you got to have your wits about you. Understand that you're in a lose-lose situation. And Virginia keeps it in, and they cause the turnover. UCLA all of a sudden on a scoreless run of over 2 minutes. And it's ongoing. Mock also drive in. Brookshire. Townsend pulls up. 2-ball. Rattles out on him. Is there any feasible way to be a one-and-done lotto pick in this league? I mean, you can, but it's tough. It's tough. Oh my, what a shot right there by Brookshire. The reason it's tough is because, for starters, there's still a lot of really good players out here, even with a whole bunch of guys leaving. Oh, 3-ball. Bang, what a shot. First of all, you're still dealing with some returners. I mean, you could go one and done, but I don't know. A lot of players tend to play out their time in college, and we've only ever had 2 guys that how do I say it, left eligibility on the table. They weren't one and dones. They just left eligibility on the table to go to the league. Now, they don't exist anymore because of all of the how do I say it, changes that LBA / Legends NBA has undergone throughout all this time. It's really hasn't been stable until Commissioner Bolt took over, which shout out to him. He's doing such an amazing job. But yeah, I hope I explained it well. Oh, missed 3-ball, but right there is Julius Mexi. It's possible, but it's not probable. A small chance. Townsend. And shot right there goes for Mock. I think also there's a thing where when it comes to this league, we're not like the conventional NBA where it's like, oh, we prioritize potential and youth over experience and results. No, we're built a little differently. A lot of contact there for Jennings, but he couldn't get that ball to go. So that's also why a lot of people just tend to play out their college years, just because it's like, oh, you might as well take advantage. The times being in March Madness is fun. Oh, strip and steal for UCLA. Jones wants to work in, thinks about it. Thinks again, now he's bodied up on Brookshire, gives it off. Romnowski, 3-ball. No. Feel like you'd have to be LSL Celebrity to really get picked high as a one and done or picked at all. No. In terms of being a one and done, maybe, but you also need to be able to back it up. Oh, what a 3-ball by Mock. But it really comes down to just production and like how active you are as well. Like we have, like, how do I say it? Being Commissioner Bolt and Vice Commissioner Smith, it's us 3 that build the draft classes. I'm the one that originally like puts them together in terms of like who from college is going, and then those 2 are the ones that actually like create the players into the draft and like put them into the draft classes themselves in 2K. And we undergo a process, and I list several things for them, and I also like, how do I do it? I at first list players that are going to be a part of the next draft class in like alphabetical order in terms of like where they went to where they played at, and then I also then rank them based on like their prospect rankings. And I don't do any of that like, oh, the younger you are, the more potential you have. Nah. Oh, what a take there. What was that, Wilcox? A great hop step in. Like, even if you're not a big name in LSL, like, and here's the thing. If you produce well enough in college, you're going to get drafted. And also if you're active. Like, people value active users. 3-ball. Thompson, way off. But still, you need to have some sort of rep and some sort of credibility to your name. You can't be like an active user and haven't done anything in college. Let's just put it that way. Oh, that explains a lot. Oh, good 2-ball right there by General Slushy. Five and a half minutes left in this game, by the way. It's kind of flown by all of a sudden. Look at Dean. And one by the 5'8" point guard. Now, with that said, you will have like CPU players that could potentially be drafted over users. If first of all they have better numbers, and second of all, if the users are also just about as inactive as if they're a CPU player. So we look at a lot of things, but mainly we value production over just like potential and shit like that. But production really also determines potential too. Another foul and another and one by Duke Dean. Holy moly. Six points in the matter of seconds. He's going to go get a rest for Alexander Thompson. Virginia's deficit just got sliced in half in a matter of like 5 seconds. Oh, somebody got called in for a reach and foul there. I don't know who it was. I'm thinking it was somebody from... I'm thinking it was the ball carrier for UCLA. No way. Delgado got called for the reach and as he was getting stripped. Make it make sense. All of a sudden, Virginia surging. Thompson rolls in. 2-ball blocked. Kintisha was not having any of that. UCLA trying to go to work. Floater. No. What a putback, though, by Kintisha. Oh, great follow-up there. And Pitts knocks it away. Put a 3-ball off balance. No, but that would have been a crazy, crazy shot right there to fall in for the Cavaliers. Delgado with the ball. Over to Pitts. Pitts, 2-ball. Bang. UCLA back up by double digits. Now Townsend. RJ Adams down low to Wilcox. Or no, sorry, that's Miller. Misses the shot right there. Now here's Slushy. Still in bizarre name. This guy's been in the league for 5 seasons now. Oh, 3-ball doesn't go for Rob Jones. What's that, Rob Jones? I don't know. I'm looking at the TV. It's kind of blurry. That's Townsend. I know that for sure. What a 3-ball. Delgado. Romanovsky stepped away, but he still has it. Mr. Delgado. Doubled. Over to, I think that's Jones that stepped away. Pitts. No way. Oh my gosh, that was close. But again, Virginia avoids getting scored on there. 3 minutes left in this game. Virginia's not out of this one yet. Townsend, 2-ball. Oh, it's off. And Kintisha recovers. But no, we also put out mock drafts and and stuff like that too. Slushy over to Delgado. Tisha rifles it in. Delgado's down low when he gets it in. Dre Delgado leads UCLA in scoring. I cannot believe my eyes. Virginia's got to move. Townsend, 2-ball is off again. And Delgado gets the rebound. Slushy. Chicken wrap. Doesn't go anywhere with it. Bounce pass in. Kintisha loads up the 2. No, Pitts gets the board and slams it in. UCLA seemingly in the driver's seat for a round of 32 spot. What a take and one, Devin Miller. Strong attack there by Miller. Subs are made. 8 points off the bench for Miller. This free throw is crucial though. And he hits it. Pink Mock is now in the game. Or back in this game. Here's Kenny. Tommy Kenny now in relief of Delgado. The Vanilla over to Jones. Has a foul right there on King Mock. That's his first foul of the game. UCLA still not clear of the woods yet. But these free throws are important, especially for Rob Jones, who, again, he started off hot, but really has cooled off as the game has went on. This free throw is good, though. Now, Jones gets the second one as well. UCLA back up by 10. Less than 2 minutes to go. Duke Dean runs into a double. Over to Mock. Mock bodied. Brookshire over to Townsend. Misses the 2-ball. They're not picking the right shots on the floor. Bounce pass in, and it's almost turned over. They really needed that one. Now Jones. Delgado back to Jones. Here's Romanovsky. Whole lot of passing here. They're going to slow it down. Delgado. Try to go inside with it, and Virginia takes it away. Still a chance here for them. Brookshire. Did he just airball the layup? I think he just did. Holy Batman. Oh, 3-ball. No. A minute left. Virginia down by 10. They need a quick score now. And Mock tremendously misses. And Townsend is on his 4th foul now, as they now just got to get UCLA to the line in hopes that they miss some free throws. Jennings commits a foul here. And they still have fouls to give. Jennings is probably foul number 3. And again, Jennings on his 4th foul. And oh my. Duke, get to that. He doesn't. Jennings fouls out. That is a big-time player for Virginia that is no longer in the game. So R.J. Adams now has to be in there. And Dre Delgado hasn't shot a free throw yet. Hits the first one, and it's GG's. But he misses. There's still a very, very small opportunity here for Virginia. But when I tell you it's small, it really is small. Man. How about this? Yo, for those that know WWE, what a night. What a night this was. That's crazy. Unbelievable. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. They started playing again and Delgado commits the foul. That's how crazy this AJ Lee return is. But anyways, Duke Dean gets some free throws here. He gets the first one. Oh, oh, it's a foul from 3. That's how much I'm not paying attention right now. That's tough. All right. I need to shut Instagram off for a second, and I don't want Reagan to threaten me with getting fired. All right, so now I think that's the second foul of the game. So Delgado's back at the free throw line. Choked the first free throw. Got Virginia 3 points there. 45 seconds all of a sudden. Oh, but he hits the first one. Yeah. And he gets both free throws. And Virginia calls it down to timeout. Yeah. Dude, 10 years. 10 years. It's crazy. Brother, AJ Lee was a lot of like our generation's like first crush. A lot. My gosh. Crazy night. And this was John Cena's last appearance on SmackDown. He confirmed it. Sucks. Man, this has been a wild year for professional wrestling. It's crazy. Like within the span of like a month or a little over, Brock Lesnar and AJ Lee returned. Crazy stuff. And Rusev also returned. Even before that, like right after WrestleMania, bro, it's been so wild. Rusev Day. Well, it's probably not a happy Rusev Day for Virginia here, because with 40-something seconds here, they're down by 9, and they're not putting any shot up. Oh, there we go. Dean, 3-ball. That time, no. Yeah, that's got to be ball game. Berkshire commits the foul. Gonna be wild not seeing the GOAT in there. Oh, man. What is it? 23 years of ruthless aggression? Man. I will say I didn't grow up a WWE fan, but I recently became a fan like last fall, like almost a year ago. I became a fan. I've done my due diligence to understand the history and recent history and all that, and so I'm still learning a bit. I'm still not fully caught up, but I know a lot for only being a fan for about a year. Another mystery. Jeez. That's nasty. Yeah, that's GG's. But yeah. Wild night, man. But yeah. UCLA, in their return to March Madness after 2 seasons being away, topple Virginia and are going to the round of 32. Man. But it's always cool seeing the popular social media presences in the world of professional wrestling, like upload their watch-alongs to the shows and all that. Get to see everybody's reaction to all like the big moments. It's really dope. But there it is, UCLA and Creighton. It's official. But yeah, nah, dude, we're all gonna miss Cena. I have a take. It could be a hot take. It might not be. John Cena never should have turned heel. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. He should have always been babyface. Should have never made him turn heel. I just never felt right seeing him be a heel. Never. Even when things got good. Just never made sense. My favorite was Goldberg, and I found out that everyone hated him. I Goldberg's a tough one. I don't hate Goldberg. I guess I'm one of the few that don't hate him. I know what he's done. I understand it. It's unfortunate. I don't hate him because of that. But I also don't like him a whole lot either. I appreciate what he's done, but it, let's keep a spade a spade. It's hard to ignore, the negative impact that he's caused, but he's also been dude's just a beast. He was always the hero. The heel just went against like the 20 years of his career story. Yep, true. That's about Cena, I think. Yeah, the heel. Yeah, heel run. It just doesn't. It didn't. It never made sense. It's like I don't know, man. It was so weird. It didn't make sense. And they were and something stupid was gonna happen either way at the Elimination Chamber. It was either John Cena's heel turn or apparently on Unreal. They talked about the initial idea was for The Rock to basically force an not impromptu match, even like what do you call it, just a regular match for Cody's championship, and basically give Kevin Owens the belt, which would have been even worse. So I don't know. No clue, man. No clue. I just yeah, should never turn him heel. This retirement run should have always been as a babyface. I know he had some iconic moments as a heel. My favorite part of his heel run was his version of the pipe bomb. I thought that was cool, but otherwise, not really. Kevin Tiki Owens, I remember that dude, bro. Yep, yep. Kevin Owens was if it wasn't for his neck injury, he would have been The Rock's champion, possibly, which is crazy to think about. I love KO, but but nothing there. The initial and the alternative ideas never made sense. It's just trying to be different for no reason at all, just because The Rock got involved. Like, bro, come on now. The Rock should never be involving anyone else. There's an incomplete feud with him and Cody. That has to be finished at some point. Do not involve anybody else. The only other guy that you could possibly involve in there is like Roman, I think. Roman Reigns. Otherwise, you could say John Cena, but well, we know what's going on there. So there's only one dude, really. But yeah, cool little chat about professional wrestling. I'm happy to talk more about it in the next stream because we still have one more. Because to finish the round of 64, it is 11 seed Texas A&M versus 6 seed Tennessee. The winner will play 3 seed Xavier in the round of 32. Rock pops in like every 2-3 years when someone else becomes a big star. Yeah, that sounds about right. that sounds about right. And by the way, for those that still think that The Rock versus Roman Reigns is going to happen, guys, it's not. Did you see what The Rock did to his body just for the sake of being able to perform, certain roles in movies? Bro, that man lost 60 pounds of muscle. That's crazy. He looks nothing like himself. Nothing. The ship has sailed on that, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't even know. But yeah, we'll be back with Texas A&M versus Tennessee to finish the round. We'll be back soon. Don't go to sleep yet. I know it's almost 1 a.m., but I promise it's worth staying up another hour and a half.